What's up? Welcome to our show, Like Father, Like Son. This is a show where I want you guys out there in the YouTube world, Instagram world, to start being real with your kids. Let's stop lying to our kids. Grandmas, granddads, mom, dad. Let's just be real with our kids. We can save them a whole lot of trouble by being real with them and helping them understand the way of life and guiding them through the process, but letting them be themselves.
Today's topic is about coronavirus, the world's deadly disease that's going on all around the world, and how I got it. So, you know that we're going through a really bad thing right now, and I just want to talk about it to you. So how I got it. So I used to work in a grocery store. I was a cashier, used to bag groceries, and I was editing a video. And it happened like around like 11:30 at night or something like that. And I didn't know I didn't know what was going on with my body. I did not know what to do with it. So this is basically what happened. So I was laying down on my bed and my whole body was shivering, right? It was in pain. And I was just like, yo, what am I supposed to do? And I didn't do nothing, so I felt like, you know what, I'm just going to sleep it off. And then it just got worse. I got sick. You know, it was just a bad experience. So what was your experience with it? And then I spread it out to my family. So what was your experience with that?
So when I first realized that my son had coronavirus, I had a text. He texted me in the middle of the night. And I didn't get the text until the next morning. It was around early in the morning I got a text. And I jumped up out of bed and took out running down the hallway because he texted me. He sent me a text said, "Dad, I'm not feeling good." And when I got the text, I was like, why would you text me and not come to the room and wake me up? So I jumped up and I ran down the hallway, but he was in there just basically just sick, you know. He couldn't really move. He was just laying down sick, and his eyes was like just basically deadly, looking. It's like a deadly look on his eyes or whatever. So it kind of scared me a bit. So what I did was we didn't know what to do. We were scared. We were shocked. So basically, I told everybody to get away from him, and I basically started trying to work and help him as much as I possible, because we did take him to the hospital, but the hospital would not take him, so we had to bring him back home. And one night he asked me to stay with him. He asked me to stay in the room with him, just sit with him, because I gave him, you know, we didn't know what to do at the first couple of nights. We didn't know what to do, so he asked me to sit with him, and I sat with him. And then when I sat with him the whole time, then the next day, I was sick. And then he got me sick. And when he got me sick, I started feeling the symptoms of coronavirus. My body started feeling what it was. And what I started feeling, I started being able to react to how it was feeling. Then I started being able to help everybody, because I felt what it was. And my experience, what it was the brain self-destruction. It was the brain telling it's from my body. It feels like electricity, but not like a high voltage. It's very, very low. And the brain is sending signals through your body and basically telling your body to self-destruct. The brain is sending signals telling your body to self-destruct in any way that it knows how to do it. So it could be long, hard, whatever. It was telling. That's what I determined that it was doing. So when I was walking one day to the bathroom, I was going in there to get some medicine. Breathing my lungs, I couldn't hardly breathe. I was, you know, it was like basically my brain was telling me, my body, that I was underwater. So it's like I'm walking to my bathroom and I can't breathe, and I'm gasping for air. I'm alive. I'm walking to the bathroom, but I'm gasping for air as I walk to the bathroom. I'm choking. I'm drowning while I'm walking. So when I got to the bathroom, I I started seeing my hands. This hand, it was blue. All of my hands started turning blue. Like around my eyes, this was blue. I was dying. I was dying, and so what saved me from dying? I have a BiPAP machine, and this BiPAP machine basically breathes for you. So I had to hook up to this BiPAP machine, and it started breathing. It's similar to a ventilator, and it's very small. It's portable. I have one. I just thank God that I was able to have access to one, and it helped me save my life. And then when I went on my BiPAP machine and started catching my breath and basically coming back to, then I was able to figure it out. Like, okay, now I see what this thing is doing. So I started getting medication. So I used alcohol. So I used booze, basically alcohol, and this is what I started doing to heal my family. I knew I had to relax the brain. So basically, I started giving my family alcohol to relax the brain. So when I got them into like a drunken state, just basically to relax the brain, I got them into a drunken state. So how did you feel when I was giving you that medicine?
That stuff was nasty.
It was nasty?
That stuff was nasty, yeah.
You asked me, you said, what did you ask me?
I asked you, what was that?
And what else did you ask me?
I was like, wow, I had to drink this.
And I didn't tell him. I just told him to drink it. And I told him to drink it, and he ain't want to drink it. I said, drink all of it. But what it was basically something to get the brain to relax. So once I got the brain to relax, and I give this to all my kids, and I don't recommend this to anybody because I'm not a doctor. But once I got the brain to relax, what did I give you next?
All I remember is that nasty drink. That's all I remember.
So I gave him.
And then you gave me Advil.
I gave him painkillers. Then I gave you Gatorade.
Yeah.
I gave you muscle milk. I gave you protein.
Gave me protein milk too.
So what I started doing was I started letting the body heal itself, because basically the body have to heal itself without the brain. The brain is telling the body to self-destruct. So what I had to do is let the body work by itself. And to give alcohol and stuff to your kids and your small kids, I do not recommend it. But I had no choice. The hospital was full. We went through a very dangerous time. This is the worst pain that I ever been through. This is the worst experience we ever had to endure as a family. Coronavirus is real, and it will kill you. And so anybody out there telling somebody to not get the vaccine, if anybody out there telling somebody to think it's a flu, you're a damn lie. This thing is nothing like the flu. I had to have a steroid pump, asthma pump, steroid. I was pumping steroids into my kids to open up their lungs so they can breathe. So I had to do everything in my power to help my family survive. Had to put ice on my wife's eyes. She had eye pain. Had to ice her down, how hot she was. I had to make sure she had ice. Because this thing basically attacked your whole body. And to all those people who died, I just, I feel so bad for them, because I know how much pain they was in. I know how much pain. The way they left Earth I know how the way they left Earth. I imagined it and I experienced it. And I just pray to God, and I thank God for blessing me and my family to recover. And, to all your families out there who lost a loved one to coronavirus, I send you so much love. I'm grateful to be here. And I just love you guys. It just to be here, it's a blessing for us. Yeah. This is a blessing for us to be here. because I was turning blue. All this, I was dying, super cold, and while it's hot in the house. So anybody telling you to not get this vaccine, anybody telling you to not go out here and get help for yourself, trust me, this virus will kill you.
Yo, this is the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.